Hey guys and gals, Malkuth 1974 back at you with another episode of our career game in Kerbals space program. Today we're going to talk about making an interplanetary vessel, and this is what I've come up with. Now, I have installed a few mods. I got rid of a few of the other mods. I don't think I fixed the lag issue yet on launch. We'll find out on this, but this is how I build my interplanetary vessels. I actually build them fully first, find out what it's gonna have for Delta V and all that stuff, how many engines I have. It doesn't have a very high TWR, but that's fine. We're not gonna worry about that. That is a problem with the LVN nerve. I got 4 of these suckers running, and all of these are just liquid fuel engines. I have a few mods in here that changes the tank setups to just to be liquid fuel for you not wasting space. And I also have kerbal attachment system installed, so when we get to space we can have a few people come out here and attach these struts together and hopefully strut them together and won't have any issues. There's some more struts here to strut this together and everything. So this would be basically a vessel that would need to be launched in 4 different payloads. So the top part is where the crew, the pilot is, and I put a PBD-10 hitchhiker storage container on here for they have a living quarters. There's a spare gas tank here with 1440, and that's not even included in this. I don't believe it might be, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me look. It might be in weight. Yeah, it is in weight, but it isn't in fuel. So this is meant to be like an emergency fuel type of system. We got the radiator panels on here to help with the atomic motors that cause heat issues, and we have heat shields that will allow us to do enter a planet. If we go into both Duna and Eve, we can actually help use the planet to help slow us down, which will actually save us on fuel. So again, this will be a 4-man. So we got this part, this part, this part, and this part to launch into space. And how would we do that is a whole nother question. I'm thinking we still need RCS on here. So let me put some RCS together here. Where would I put the RCS? I would need it on everything. So let's pull these off. Let's see if I can find some small RCS tanks. I don't know if I have those. I do actually. They're right here. These are 80s, 250s. We need to X those in just like that. Every single one of these will need some sort of RCS tank on it. So let's grab this. Have 60 on it. I don't know how well that would work, but luckily we do have these back here. That could hold those, and of course this one would also need RCS. I believe this has RCS in it. Yeah, it has 30. But it might not be quite enough, so we can actually tuck a few under here. There we go. A few more. That'll give us, those each have 8 in it. And then of course we would actually have to be able to control these. We get them up there. Let's see. I'm wondering if I should use a tug to tap these in. No, I don't think so. We go to command and control, and I like these things, but sometimes they just don't work out all that well. Punch these in here. Alrighty guys, I am back. Let's take a look. I'm gonna try to launch the heaviest part first. So this is definitely the heaviest part. Look at what I had to make just to get this thing, going up there at a reasonable clip. You know something I also just thought about? These have no... I'll have to put it on the other one. They do have RCS, so they can turn that way, so I don't need to worry about that too much. Positioning. Let me just throw a couple of these on here. What do these give each? 1, so that's 1, that's 4. Okay. Hopefully that will help. I flipped it upside down, obviously. And then now we have to just kind of get it up in the air and see if this thing can even do anything. I think another one thing I know I keep doing this, but we're definitely gonna need some advanced reaction wheels on here, I do believe. So how does this baby work? Well, I don't have all the engine power in the world, so we got our main stage. These are basically standard 2 tanks will drop, help keep this thing going up. It only can get to 4,003, so we're only going to low Kerbal orbit with this thing to put it together. And I believe we're all set. These will all come off. These will come off. Once we get to the last stage, this will be full, but it's too heavy for the main sail, so I added a couple of these Thud liquid fuel engines to it to hopefully help it out a little bit. Those kick on the same time these last tanks drop off. The only thing I am not sure about is if these will come apart okay or not. Let's take a looky here. Let's see if we can get some Separatrons on here. Separatron 1. We want them to kind of just knock off a little bit. We don't want them to do anything major. Actually, I want to kind of keep them as even as possible. In fact, that might be bad for our heat. That could be bad too. Uh-oh. How are we going to separate these things? So I put it like that, they'll still hit the other tank. This could be bad. This could be bad. And these would almost certainly hit those tanks. What I'm talking about is when it flames out, it's gonna probably run into these tanks and cause heating issues. But I just kind of want them to push them away. Oh, you know, I'm not gonna have much of a choice. I'm gonna have to try it. Are they directly on the center? Yes. There we go. I could turn them down a little bit just to keep them away. What was that, 52? 52.5. 52.5. We can try that. Hopefully they don't burn anything up. The expensive prospect. This is the most expensive part too, which is 170,000. I'm a little concerned about this though. Making these separate when you separate the stack. You do the staging. You don't want this to fall into these engines, or even... Yeah, why do I have a feeling that this is going to be a very, very bad thing? Because it probably is. Well, well, what is a game without a few explosions, right? Right? So, is this all secure? That is the next question. Structurally speaking. There we go. Hopefully that's secure, that's secure, that's secure. Let's try this out. Reset 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh god, oh god, why are you oscillating like that, you piece of crap? Basically, it just spun itself into oblivion. Alright, so this obviously needs a lot of work. A lot of work. Really, you're not gonna let... Ah, there it is. Control from here, yes. Alright. So now everything's right side up. I got my 90. We go like that. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! No oscillations yet? Nope. And start our gravity turn now. We want this thing to fall quick. Fall quick, damn it. Everything's looking good. Oh my god. I think half the problem was the SAS was thinking it was upside down. I'm thinking that might have been some of the issue. Oh god, this thing. Not gonna lie, this thing's a pig. It doesn't control all that well. Not going to lie to you guys. I want to get this thing as high as I possibly can. Before these other ones break out. I think we're pretty good now. $24. I lost a lot of TWR with this one right here. That's why we're kind of picking it up again. Like, straighten that out a little bit. I'm gonna aim for like an 80. And I'm doing pretty good. Just gotta make sure that we keep the speed going. Watching this and this. We're at 64. Bring that back a little bit. There we go. There we go. That makes me happy. Now we're at 70. We're about to lose that. Let me oh, we went to 100. Crap. Alright. Alright. So let's take these off. And let's separate this, right? Does this separate this? I don't want to separate those yet. Okay, put those up like that. Like that. Alright, so we're at 110. I'm a little bit off. But the good thing is we got the space. So let's now bring this up. I can lower it. I mean. 122, no. 100. 97. 94. Alright, I'll actually fix that in a little bit. This should turn for us pretty easily since I do have that hooked in. Now this should be the hardest one to launch. There we go. We got 7 minutes. It's going to take us 2 seconds to get there. Run this up. Almost lost that. There we go. 2 seconds left. We'll just do this at 1 second. And now. Bring that up to 80. Oh hell, we'll go to 85. There we go. 85. And I will lower this with a trip back down. We gotta get that AP down. Oh, crap. We got the P, I think so. So we want 85, do we? Yep. 86, 84. I think that's good. So there we go. We got our first part up. So let's blow these off. Decouple those. Decouple those. Go back. There we are. And are those sleeved? They should become unsleeved. Let's see. Nope, I'm on the wrong thing. Here we are. And we can decouple this. Decouple node. There we go. Kind of let that drift off a little bit. There we go. jump back over here to... Hey! Why you no work? There we go. Now we're here. Sleeves are gone. Wow. Ooh, it's pretty. I like it. We should have these. I should be able to use those when we get the astronauts up there. Nice. We got the tech. We got that. So now, well, this has been a long episode, guys. So next episode we'll try to get the other parts up here. So until then, guys, this is Malkuth 1974. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Malkuth out of here.